Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. So it's Season 7, and this is War number 6. We're halfway through the war season, and we're going up against an alliance called Grooters. Alright, you can see the team that I went in with. It's my standard attack team. I take Path 1, and I've already scouted out my path, and I didn't see anything that would cause me to change up my regular attack team. So as you can see there, they didn't place a defender on node 1. That is not unusual. They usually want to concentrate their stronger defenders on the inner defenses. Alright, so my first fight is against a science champion. Now I used the Scouter Lens bot. You can find a link to that in my description. It failed me on this. It could not find who this was. It had no idea. Alright, so I went in blind. It was Sentry. Very happy. He is not hard to fight. I don't usually expect tough fights early on, but depending on who we fight, that can happen. And a science champion, you know, he wasn't awakened, so I wasn't too worried about certain champions that might have given me some trouble if they were awakened. But we got him down nice and easy. Alright, so next up, we've got the poison node. And you guys know, whenever I look in here and I see a mystic on that node, I'm going to use Iceman because I'm thinking it could be a Mephisto. And I want to use Iceman if it's Mephisto. And if you saw my last fight, it was a long fight. And I vowed never to go into a fight like that again without boosting if I'm going to use Iceman. So that's why you see that I use that 10% boost. I'm also running Suicides. So the boost probably wasn't necessary, but I didn't want to risk it. And it's a Unstoppable Colossus. Now, he's not too difficult to fight. He is actually easier to fight than the Juggernaut since they've changed him. You see how I'm able to parry him while he's unstoppable and then get in that quick little hit? Can't do that with Juggernaut anymore. But as you can see here, boom. Now, why he did that much damage, I built up Frostbite charges. You saw I had about 6 or 7 Frostbite charges on him. And then I hit him with a heavy. That detonates all of the charges that are on them currently and does additional damage. So you get all the damage instantly that you would have gotten over time when they expired, and you get an extra amount of damage. So as you saw, that was considerable. That's how you play Iceman to get the most damage out of him. Alright, so now we are on the power gain node, node 46. And I looked, and I don't know if you saw, but you'll see it. This was a rank 3 skill champion. So the Scouter Lens bot didn't help me. It only does, I believe, rank 4, 5, and of course 6 stars. So I didn't bother trying to even look it up. Maybe they've updated it, I'm not sure, but it's never worked for me for rank 3. But then again, it's only a rank 3. Now, at this time, you may notice that I'm going through my boosts and I'm using certain boosts right off. I'm still debating at this point who I'm going to use for this path. And that's why you saw that it took a little bit longer for me to get through the boosts. So when I came back in here, I decided, you know what? I'm going to use my Corvus. And that's why you see that I'm starting to put in the class boosts. Because on the Bane node, node 50, we have a Mystic Champion, probably Immortal. And Dermamu is the mini-boss. And these boosts do not work against Mystics. Turns out it is a Massacre. So I'm like, alright, I just have to remember not to try to block his special 2 if I accidentally get him to a special 2, which I was going to try my best not to. His special 1, much easier to deal with. So you want to bait out that special one. You can see we're doing a little two-step dance. And when this happens, what you have to do is you just have to stop evading back. You have to just step in a little bit closer. And as you saw, I was able to bait it out. And boom, got him down. I went in for that ending, and I was pretty sure that I would take him out before he got to his special 3. And I definitely didn't want to deal with that special 2. Because I tend to try to evade it, or I mean to block it, and you can get wrecked doing that. All right, so next up we've got a tech champion. Normally I would use my SpiderMan Stark Enhanced, but I had already decided at this point that I was going to use him for the Dermamu mini boss. So I went in again with Corvus, and as you can see, I'm just chopping down this Red Skull. He proved to be no problem whatsoever to my Corvus. Now I've got a mission completed. So here we are at the Bane node. Anytime I see a Mystic, so often it is Mordo. I checked with the Scouter Lens bot and it confirmed it. It's a Mordo. And I often will go in with Starkey, but I went in with Corvus. Now I want you to watch how I fought this, because this is how you want to fight Mordo on this node. I am not going for parries. I'm actually blocking early so that he'll hit into my block and I can bait out his heavy. And then I hit him hard early on. Okay, now at this point I wanted to bait out his special 2. I didn't panic because I had the degen on me from Bane. But here's the thing. The less health he has when you have Bane on you, the less damage Bane does. So that's why I wanted to do as much damage early as I could to him. Then, when I got the Bane on me, I didn't have to panic while I was taking huge amounts of damage. Okay? So, that is how you fight Mordo. Now, if you've been watching my Alliance War videos, you know it doesn't always go that well. Sometimes that Mordo acts a little differently. Alright, so now we're going to come up against Dermamu. And in the past, I would never use my SpiderMan Stark Enhanced against Dermamu. Why? Because with Mystic Dispersion and his degen, it was just a very bad time. Alright, so since the Mystic Dispersion change, my SpiderMan Stark Enhanced became a viable option for Dermamu. Now again, I'm still running suicides, but as you can see, I am boosting up. I'm not even playing around with it. And I have in my mind how I'm going to fight him. I'm going to build up my poise charges in the beginning, and then I'm just going to go in hard and try to kill him before the degen takes me out. Alright, so that's what you're going to see me do right now. So there you go, 1, and I'm just trying to build up the poise charges. He tries to do the heavy. I evade early. Okay, still building up the poise charges here. Not going in on his heavies. I wanted to go in there, but I didn't. I'm up against the wall. I don't like that. I'm still building up the heavies. And this time I said, never mind. I'm just going to go in. I didn't get the degen. Very fortunate. Okay, and I did not evade his special 1. You see there? I'm just blocking. That's why you see the evade. That's what you want to do to avoid that degen. Okay, doing it again. But this time I did Dex, and so I got the degen on me, but he's gone. Almost a perfect fight. Alright, so that's it. At this point, the war is still going on. I just finished my path, so we will find out how we did in this war. Alright, the war is over, and we're just waiting to find out how we did. Now, Grooters were the underdog in this particular Alliance war. You can tell by how many points we would have lost had we, or if we lose, versus if we win. Now, looking at the report, I'm pretty sure we got this one. We have a very good lead on kills, and they weren't able to get a full clear, so they didn't get 100% exploration. So I'm pretty sure we won this one. It would have hurt really bad if we lost here. So let's see. Will we have the animation this time? No animation, but we'll switch right on over here to the history, and we won. Like I said, we were pretty sure we had won this one just based on the report. Good fighting to you guys, Grooters. You guys were the underdog here, so hopefully you got some pretty good experience and a challenge and had fun in this war as well. But that's gonna do it. Click like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you thought about this video, and you guys have a blessed day.